3 of the league's 4 new head coaches picked up their first career wins in Week 1. One of those guys snapped a 13-game losing streak in his first game as a head coach with a 38-0 win over South Carolina State. UCF head coach Scott Frost saw the talent he had right away. It was all about changing up the style and getting his team to go to work in the offseason.
You know, I think we have fighters on our team, and there was a lot of guys that didn't sit well with what happened last year. They were anxious to get back out on the field and start preparing to make sure that it doesn't. I can't tell you how hard our guys worked in the offseason, and the gains we made in the weight room and on the field were tremendous. So I'm looking forward to having some of that stuff show its face on the field this fall.
It gets you mentally stronger. It's just with a chip on your shoulder, you want to get the job done by any means necessary just because you don't want that feeling again.
The thing is, the game of football doesn't change. There's only so much you can do. It's just different ways of doing it. And Coach Frost is coming with a different way with his speed and tempo, and that's going to be the biggest difference, how fast we're moving up and down the field.
And we saw it in the season opener, a fast-paced, up-tempo offense. UCF ran 91 offensive plays, which was the most since they ran 92 back in 2002 against Kent State.
Well, we're going to go fast. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to have the pedal to the floor all the time. And our guys are buying into that, and I think they're loving it. It's a great fit, I think, for UCF and Orlando, Florida. The majority of high schools in that area run a system very similar, and I think it's a great place for some of those recruits that can really run down in Florida to come and really highlight their skills.
He's into it. If he has to run a route to show a receiver how to run a route, he's going to run that route. If he has to throw a ball to show Justin where he wants it, he'll go and throw the ball. This man warms up before practice. Like it's weird, but I like it.
He's consistent. He's not a guy that really gets riled up. He doesn't get too high with the highs or lows, too low with the lows. He's very even keel because he knows that this is a learning process and a big learning curve for us with him coming in and learning a new offense in a short amount of time. But we've been embracing it all, and he's embraced it all.
As the Knights prepare for a tough test against Michigan, and while Frost continues to rebuild at UCF, there is one piece of advice that he believes is the key to success, not only in football, but in life.
I think too many people are afraid of what can happen if things don't go well. I had a coach that taught me to play with a desire to excel, not a fear of failure. I never want our guys to be afraid of failure. I want them attacking, unafraid of the consequences, and pushing forward as hard as they can all the time.
Frost and the Knights will take those words on the road with them as they head to Ann Arbor for the program's first ever meeting with Michigan. Kickoff is set for noon Eastern on ABC.